that's absolutely true. This inspiration process that I have is once I get the idea for something, I got a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like when it's done. And yeah, of course, there are minor changes. So for example, if I'm going to build a complex piece of furniture, I'll think about it for 2 weeks and I'll have every piece in my mind, exactly how I'm going to cut it and fit it together. And then I just simply go out to the workshop and do that.
Oh,
So
wow.
I don't even have to think about it hardly. So, but even something as complicated as a company or a new concept, I can see what it should look like. So now all I have to do is do that. So, but a lot of times I have to surround myself with people who will help build up my weaknesses. And that's something that I had to learn early on. And I had no trouble with it, because if I'm going to be successful, if I'm going to reach more people, help more people, I have to turn over some responsibilities. So when I ran my computer company, I had about 35 employees. I would come in the morning and I would just unload all these ideas onto everybody that I had during the night, and they'd roll their eyes and take notes. But then I would come back an hour later and say, okay, now what can I do to help you get there? Let's talk about what you think this ought to be. And then we would discuss it a little bit. I'd let them run with it. And almost always the finished product was much, much better than if I actually created it myself, because these people had other talents that I didn't have. So I got rewarded that way because I could see how they were being rewarded by participating in the creativity.
That's wonderful, because yeah, people are, again, I talked about it in the introduction about helping people tap into their own creativity. A lot of people in businesses or organizations, they're doing the same thing over and over. Oftentimes because they don't get the time. They don't get the time to do what you do, which is to step back and think about something for 2 weeks and figure out how it's gonna be put together. They must, your 35 people in that organization must have loved you, but how did you have to earn the right to walk in every day with your dreams? Like, well, here comes Lon,
There was eye rolling, trust me, there always was, because it just meant extra work for them. But the team that I built was motivated by creativity. And they would come out with me and work with a girl that was born without arms and legs.